Hey there, Morgan here from Crafting a Lovely Life, and today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable Christmas baking crew apron using your Cricut and iron-on vinyl. I absolutely love how this apron turned out and I'm so excited to show you how to make it. I also made two smaller kid aprons so my kids and I can match while we do our Christmas baking this year. Be sure to grab the Christmas baking crew design I'm using below so you can make some of your own aprons to wear this Christmas too. Alright, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is measure our apron to see how big our design should be. For this adult-sized apron, 9 inches is perfect, so I will go with that size for my design. Now we can open up a new project in Cricut Design Space and upload our design. Next, we can resize the design to fit on our apron. We also need to attach parts of the design before we cut, so go ahead and select the entire image and click Ungroup. Now we can select the first layer and click Attach. Repeat that process for the remaining layers. Then click Make It. I'm going to move the green part of the design up to the red mat so that I can cut both colors at once. To do that, just click the 3 dots on the left corner of the design and click Move Object. Then select the mat you want to move it to. Make sure you move the design down on the mat so that the cuts do not overlap. Since we are using iron-on vinyl, we will also need to turn on the mirror option for each mat. Click Continue and select your material type. For the red and green part of the design, I'm using a non-Cricut heat transfer vinyl, so I will browse materials and search for heat transfer and then select heat transfer non-Cricut. If you are using an Explore machine, you can turn the dial to iron-on. Now we can place the heat transfer vinyl with the shiny side down on a standard grip mat. I like to use the brayer tool to make sure the material is really stuck to the mat well. Then we can load the mat and start cutting. Once the Cricut is done cutting, we can unload the mat and remove the vinyl. For the gold mat, we need to change the material type to glitter iron-on. If you are using an Explore machine, you will want to set the dial to custom and then select glitter iron-on in Design Space. Now we can place the glitter vinyl shiny side down on the mat. I had a couple pieces of leftover glitter vinyl, so I just placed both of them onto the mat for this part of the design. If you have a full sheet, you can just place the entire sheet on the mat in one piece. Now load the mat and start cutting. Then unload the mat and remove the glitter vinyl. Now we are ready to start weeding the design. If you have any excess vinyl with no cuts on it, you can cut that away from the design and save the scraps for a smaller future project. To weed the design, use a weeding tool to pull up the corner and then remove the bulk of the excess vinyl. Next, you will use the weeding tool to remove the smaller parts of the design that you don't want on the apron. Once you weed the red vinyl, you will want to cut the different design elements apart since they will be placed in separate areas on the apron. Cricut's heat guide recommends setting the temperature to 330 degrees and the time to 30 seconds for this type of fabric and vinyl. I forgot to do this here, but you should use a lint roller on the apron before applying the vinyl. Then preheat your apron for about 5 seconds. To get the design centered on the apron, we are going to fold it in half and then apply heat. This will create a visible crease in the center of the apron so that we can place our design. Now we can gently fold over the Christmas part of the design and crease the top and bottom of the plastic backing sheet. Then match those creases up with the center line that we ironed onto the apron. Then we will do the same for the green vinyl. The rolling pin and the word baking will be centered on the apron, so gently fold those over and crease the plastic backing sheet so you can line them up in the center of the apron as well. Repeat this process for the word crew and place it on the apron. Before we apply heat to the first layer, we will want to make sure that the gold parts of the design fit in the right spots. So refer back to the image and design space and place the gold vinyl on top of the red and green vinyl. Adjust all of the vinyl as needed to get everything in the right spot. Then carefully lift off the gold layer of vinyl so that we can heat the red and green layers. Place your easy press onto the design and press for about 10 seconds using firm and even pressure, just long enough to tack down the vinyl. The green and red vinyl I'm using is a warm peel, so I'm going to peel the plastic backing sheet off while it is still warm. Make sure you check to see if the vinyl you are using is a warm peel or cool peel vinyl. To get the red dots on the center of the gingerbread man, just cut away the excess plastic backing sheet on the dots. Then stick the dots onto the plastic backing sheet in the center of the gingerbread man. Now you can place the gold vinyl onto the apron. Once you have everything lined up correctly, place the plastic backing sheets from the red and green layers back on top of the design. You never want to apply heat directly to vinyl without the plastic covering. Place your easy press onto the apron and heat for the full 30 seconds. Then flip over the apron and heat the back for 15 seconds. Now you can peel up the plastic backing sheet to reveal your super cute Christmas apron. If any part of the design lifts up when you peel back the plastic sheet, just place the plastic backing sheet for the entire design back down and heat it for a bit longer until it sticks. I can't get over how cute this apron is, and I cannot wait to wear the matching aprons with my kids when we do our Christmas baking this year. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and get a chance to make your own Christmas aprons this season. Be sure to subscribe below so you can follow along each week as I share new crafty projects. Don't forget to grab this design on my website listed below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!